The leadership in the North has
Good evening, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1. You're welcome back on this platform where we discuss matters that concern the indigenous people. And on this program, Biafra Discourse, we are going to also be looking into tonight the issue of restructuring of this country and who actually believes in the Nigeria as we have today. Some people will say one Nigeria is a scam, of which to a large extent it is. How are we going to solve it? That even the president of this country as we have today, in the person of Bola Tinubu, once said that the one Nigeria, he doesn't believe in it. Now, today, he's the president. Is that a political statement or a statement of fact? What is in for the indigenous people in Nigeria? Not just the Biafrans, the ODUDUWAs, the AREWAs, and other indigenous people that are trapped within the British colonial contraption that had never worked since its independence. And what actually is the irreducible minimum if the indigenous people in Nigeria today should survive this experiment called Nigeria? Let us first of all actually diagnose the position of the North, respect and in reaction to the purported plan by Bola Tinubu to relocate some of the, or most of the critical operations of FAN and also the CBN to Lagos, owing to the fact that he said, claiming it is the commercial headquarters of Nigeria. And the North are out there bubbling with their anger, saying, if that is the case, then the commercial nerve center of Nigeria, or the nerve center of Nigeria in terms of commerce, should go to the Onitsha or to Kano. But that's by the way. Let us take a review of what the North think about this move by Tinubu to relocate these operations of CBN and that of FAN Lagos. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
The leadership in the North has shifted to a new generation like us that are less patient, that are in a hurry to see progress all over. We want to see peace and security, but we are also not afraid to discuss any issue. And therefore,
including issues of state creation, including issues of state police, including issues of fiscal federalism,
including
and all these issues mentioned, including by President Tinubu while he was in the opposition. So but you're not afraid of all these issues?
No. If you talk about restructuring, depending on who you are talking with, you talk to people of someone from South, he wants own and manage his own resource. If you talk to the Southwest, they want to federalism, they want to own all the VAT that they collect. If you talk to the Southeast, they want another state created, even though actually they neither have the space or the population to have that. But if you talk to us, now, what we want to do is to use what we have to get what we are looking for.
And what do you have that you're using to get what you're looking for?
We have over 70% of the landmass of Nigeria. We have over 60% of the population. So we are going to use our landmass and our population and our natural resources, especially soil and minerals, to get to sit and talk about restructuring. The North should no longer be viewed as running away from restructuring. We are ready and able and willing to commence discussions on these issues.
You're a lawyer, former chairman of the body of benchers. There are calls for a new constitution. Would you not be willing to sit with other parts of the country to firm up a new constitution that works for everyone if there's a sovereign national conference?
that is it. That is the position of the North, reacting to the plan by Tinubu to relocate some of the operations of PAN and that of CBN to Lagos. And also you can hear him cite the position of restructuring, and people are calling for true federalism. Is what Tinubu doing actually part of restructuring, or there should be another definition to that? The restructuring to an average northerner means totally different thing. And to the east, and perhaps to the south, west, that is the western part, talking about restructuring. The irreducible minimum, even the IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu himself said that what he demands is regional government of 1963, where each region is independent, having their constitution and operating on their own. That is exactly the position of the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra, as led by the Elders Council, as it were. And today, I have with me the spokesperson, per se, and a representative of the Biafran customary de facto government here with me, in the person of Ndubisi Adenugu, who will be joining me shortly. But before I bring him on, let us have a review of the position of the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra as to how to get to that point where Nigeria would be restructured, to that point where a referendum would be called, where the indigenous people, not just for the Biafran people, can exercise the right to self-determination. Let me quickly get us that flashback on the position of the customary government. I'll be right back.
Ideology and adopted roadmap for pursuing self-determination and achieving independence for Biafra people hinge on rule of law by applying diplomacy, civil and human rights movement, court process, mass media, political and every other legitimate process of pursuing independence for Biafra. We abhor any form of breakdown of law and order, incisive hate speeches or broadcasts. We do not promote war as a way to achieve independence for Biafra. Through our legal and human rights department, the Delay Human Rights Initiative, Biafra sued Nigeria to court for self-determination in suit number FHC/OW/CS/192/2013 at Federal High Court Owerri. This established that Biafra is a legal entity and Biafra people have right to agitate for self-determination. This suit is still ongoing in Nigeria, as the suit is now due to be taken to International Court of Justice. This is based on United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People for Self-Determination, as well adopted by African Union and by extension, Nigerian Constitution under the customary law.
That is the position of the indigenous people of Biafra, as led by the customary government, the elders of the customary government, actually. And today, we have Ndubisi Adenugu, who is an integral part of that customary government as led by the elders, and today he is representing the de facto customary government as it is at the moment. It's my pleasure to welcome Ndubisi Adenugu. If you're there, you can come live on, I think, you can unmute yourself and say hello to our viewers. Ndubisi, are you there? I think he's not here. We may have him back. But while we wait for him to join us, we admonish you to know that this program is live. You can drop your comment on the comment section. Tell us what you think about the conversation. You can also call directly on the line +234-810-4545-533 to make your submission. Okay? So, while we are yet to get Ndubisi Adenugu, let us hit the ground running with respect to the position of our ideas as to how to build a cat. The cat here in Nigeria are the trapped indigenous people in Nigeria today. I think Ndubisi is here back with us. Hello, Ndubisi, welcome back to the program.
Hello, Chinedu, good evening. And good evening to our viewers all over the world.
All right, good evening to you, Ndubisi. Give us your review, respect to what is happening and the position, your position, how you look at what Tinubu did in terms of moving some parts of FAN and that of CBN to Lagos. And the North are, breathing down on him that he wants to split the country or he wants to take away Abuja power and put it back to his own region. Do you truly think that Nigeria is one respect to this? And also on the camp of the Tinubu's government saying that they are doing this for the sake of restructuring. What is your own take as a Biafran?
Yeah, actually, thank you for the question. Before I will go straight to address the question, let me make one clarification. Those of us who believe in Biafra, always make our stand clear to everybody. We are Biafrans by indigenous identity, but Nigerians by citizenship. Let's get this fact clear, that our indigenous identity is Biafran. There are people who don't believe in Biafra. They will say, my indigenous identity is Igbo, or is Yoruba, is Hausa, is Fulani. But to us in de facto customary government, we believe that our indigenous identity is Biafran. But we are still in Nigeria as Nigerian citizens. So having made this fact clear, let me go straight to address the current trending issue in respect to President Ahmed Tinubu making moves to relocate Central Bank of Nigeria from Abuja to Lagos, and also Ministry of Aviation. What he has done or he's trying to do has nothing to do with restructuring. What he's doing is still in line with his conviction that is their turn, the Yoruba turn, to rule Nigeria. It's their turn to eat and to benefit from the fraudulent system put in place by the guard, sanctioned by the few military and political elites in Nigeria. So what he has done or he's trying to do is to quench his consumption appetite, appetite for consumption, because moving Central Bank from Abuja to Lagos is creating food for boys, and also aviation is just creating food for boys. So my own position is that nothing at all. The Fulani led by Buhari have done their own bit for 8 years, and they have done all what they should have done, including creating university and building railway station, developing the north, and including Niger Republic. It was their turn that time. So this time around is the turn of Jacobin and the few elites, military, political, economic, buccaneers. It has nothing to do with ordinary people in Yoruba land, ordinary people in Igbo land, ordinary people in Hausa or Fulani. Again, Chinedu, let me also say that your comments as in the position of Hausa Fulani in respect to not agreeing with Tinubu move to relocate Central Bank It is not the northern position. It is the position of the same political, military, police, business elites that have been.
I think we are losing him. We hope to have him right back again. And if you just joined
Hello.
us, don't forget that we are still live on the BVI. Hello,
Hello,
BC. I think we have
Chinedu,
you
are you
back.
speaking?
Yes, we have you back. Can you please adjust a little bit? Adjust a little bit
Mm.
because we barely see you very well. Okay, that's fine. You can continue what
Yeah,
you were saying before the network broke you out.
sorry, from what I'm saying is that this position of northern not accepting Tinubu moves is just few people, elites, not the ordinary people in the north. Of course, ordinary people in the north have no voice. It's just few people that decide for them. But for Tinubu move this central bank and the Ministry of Aviation and others to Lagos is just in confirmation that it's their turn to eat, to benefit from Nigerian fraudulent system. It has nothing to do with restructuring. That's my view, and I believe I'm speaking for people who are in de facto customary government. Thank you, Chinedu.
All right. Okay. Now, having said this, now that you've said Tinubu do not have that inclination of creating a true federalism or decentralizing power, it is just all about his belief that one Nigeria is a scam. That when you have the turn or opportunity to be in Azorok, take as much as you can for your own people. Nobody believes in Nigeria that will work for everyone. Is that the position of your line of thought in terms of Tinubu's move to take fan to Lagos so that boys will show?
Exactly, Chinedu. That's line of my thought.
Okay. Now that you've said that, to those who are watching, you can be part of this conversation by calling 0810-4545-533. You can call 0810-4545-533 so that we can have your opinion on that. Or you can also drop your comment on the comment section. We are going to be reading them out. And don't forget that this program is strictly on the topic under review. That is what you must talk about, and we don't use foul language anytime we are live on air and anywhere on our platform. We maintain decorum and civil as true Biafrans. And now, to NBC, this issue of the Biafra agitation for self-determination, according to your de facto customary government, they believe that restructuring of Nigeria is the irreducible minimum. And the other groups actually also believe in that. I think Wazirike has fallen in line. I don't really get it clear, but I think he has also fallen in line with restructuring of Nigeria back to regional government. And also Nnamdi Kanu's led at IPOB is also in that line too. Now, is there any disparity from different groups to this opinion as against those who are averse to it? And also, we can also narrow it down to the method, the roadmap set out many years ago, or some years ago, by the Supreme Council of Elders of Indigenous People of Biafra, which a lot of so many groups rejected at that time. Do we see?
I heard you. Should I speak?
Yeah.
Yeah. From the beginning, our opinion has been made clear to everybody. I think in the last 8 years or 9 years, there are many people that are following us. They've seen how consistent we are. Our position then and today has always been that independence struggle is a political struggle. That for any country or any group or any tribe or nation to achieve independence is done either through two ways. It's either through war, you have to be ready to engage the country you want to separate from. You want to test them, you have to test them on battlefield. And we have tested that. We have tried that 1969, when General Ojukwu declared for the state of Biafra. He did not bargain war, but he knew that Nigeria will fight Biafra. And he stood Nigeria for 3 years. That is one side. The other side is political process. You must be able to engage the country on politics and diplomacy. You have to take your element. You have to take your case to international friends, organizations, and make your case. You have to take charge of your political environment. Like in southeastern Nigeria, if the entire southeastern Nigeria are occupied by Biafran activists in terms of being senators, House of Representatives, governors, that is one step forward. Chinedu, this has been our view since 2012. Whoever is talking otherwise, we know that at the end of the day, it's just like who Akofeche Square or Dalawa. Because there are some people that are using this agitation and this Biafran agitation to make money for themselves and make them and be in the forefront. But at the end of the day, after wasting lives, after wasting billions of people's money, they will say come back to square one. And that square one is political process. So what I'm saying is that our process has not changed. We have been sensitizing our people. We've been educating our people. In 4 years ago, thereabouts, who were in the street campaigning for Biafra-centric people to be elected into the office of into government house. But some other people are opposing it. Some other people say no election, offense, and all those what not. You should not go there. We are not Nigerians, we are Biafrans. But Chinedu, you have to secure our land first before you think of building house. We've not secured our territory, our environment politically. How can we talk about having freedom? So the freedom we are talking about is economic, political, cultural, spiritual freedom first. Before you talk about going out of Nigeria, where are you going? This is our land. It's not like state of Israel that people have to all the way from America bomb their way into their land to secure their land. We've already secured our land, and this is our place. Every person in Soludo and all other governors are Biafrans. They were part of this book when this book were launched few years ago. See Soludo name here, Professor Charles Soludo. Soludo advocated for elites to join the discussion on Biafra, that they should join. They should not leave the Biafran discussion for people in the streets, or people in the Biafra. They should take it over. Unfortunately, when Soludo became the governor, he joined the chorus. He started enjoying the fraudulent system. In fact, he has table manners, refusing to speak so that nobody will come after him. This is the case with so many other governors. When they're on the other side, like you said, Chinedu, Ahmed Tinubu was on the other side, agitating for restructuring, that the command and control system we have in Nigeria is not sustainable. I can never work. Whoever is deceiving, whoever is pretending that his work is deceiving himself. When these guys are on the other side, they speak the right thing. But on getting to power, you see them be having table manner. They know what we are saying is right. But the struggle to do the right thing belongs to the masses. The masses must be sensitized so that it will get to the stage when everybody will come out and or everybody would rather be speaking with one voice, say this is what we want, this is what we want. You know, those people in power are very few people. There are few. So what I'm saying is that all these guys in power today, they know the right thing to do, but they are waiting for us to rise, for people to rise, for people to rise and they order them to do the right thing. Without ordering them, without shouting, without making noise, of course, they will not do the right thing because they are enjoying, they are on the dining table and they have to behave themselves. That's exactly what is happening. So Chinedu will continue to say the right thing. The right thing is that this system, this military unitary system is not sustainable and it will collapse anytime.
For sure. Yeah, thank you very much, Indubisi, for that contribution. Now, let us quickly address some of the insinuations and the opinions of people, because that is exactly the intention of this program, to educate our people, to sensitize them, to de-radicalize them. Those who have the mentality that it must be war, and also for you to understand where you're going and how to get to where you're going to. Now, in reaction to the comments from here, Delka et al. Say that nothing to restructure, that the only solution is to reverse the quagmire British government put into for us. And also went further to say that IPOB stance is referendum only. Now, NDBC, how do you react to this? When someone says that it is referendum or nothing, without asking, how do you get to the point of referendum? NDBC, what's your reaction?
Yeah, Chile, thank you. You know, in economies, effective demand is backed up with cash, money. You know, I might desire to have mint, a new car, a new Peugeot car the next day. But desire is different from having it. If I don't have like 20 million naira to go to Innocent and pick brand new car from Innocent, I can only be dreaming, be wishing for that car. But I can't have it because I don't have money. So from what that guy said, he said, let's reverse to maybe 1963, or opinion of IPOB is a referendum. That is a wish. Power is a struggle. Power, you take it. Power is not given. Nobody will give you 1963 a Republican Constitution. Nobody will give you a referendum by you sitting somewhere at your comfort zone and talking. You will not get it. So my reaction to that is there's a struggle. Whichever way you choose, you know, I will engage you on that methodology you've taken. If you say it's a referendum, is by shouting, or is by insulting, or is by guerrilla warfare, I will advise you that you can't go far with it. You can't fight a state. But if it's true political, yeah, it's work in progress. You don't get it. It's not a one-off transaction. It's not something you start today, you say tomorrow you have it. It's a continuous struggle. Maybe tomorrow you might get honorable member of the house, one of you, like Malema of South Africa. You can see him occupying the house. Whenever you see him, you see all of them on red clothes. You know, if a people so determined for a cause, they can start from a local government. When you get a local government, you then go up. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop the power of a determined people. It's not done. Because I've heard people who are saying, go spin around. Hey, Hausa Fulani cannot give you. Hausa Fulani, they will cool. Like this December, I was in my village. One man said, Hausa Fulani cannot give us president. People are naive. People are just indifferent, politically illiterate. I asked the man, who will give you? He said, Hausa Fulani. He said, who is Hausa Fulani? Who is Hausa Fulani? How many of you Igbos are voting? How many of you are voting? Even the last election, what is the statistics of the number of, what is the statistics that voted? But they will continue to say that we voted for P2B, they didn't announce his name. It's a struggle. If you voted for him, if it didn't happen, go back, drawing board, Plan, start planning, stop making noise. Stop making noise. Power is a struggle. And when nobody are gonna lead me like this. Na alacha ice cream. Oputa. Na me enjoy. Oputa somebody and boy oja top. No, okay, they say Commander Polia. So if these guys you know na Abuja G power, they're enjoying, my dear, they're enjoying and people are suffering. And you think they will just call you on phone and say, take, we are tired of
We are tired
extorting
of
you.
embezzling the money. We are tired of making
We
your
are
life
tired
miserable. We have had your prayers and your cry. Come and take
the idea,
referendum.
in fact, the idea laughing at us that we are stupid and foolish. Amoechi Ekugwe, Rochas said it. Rochas said, if people have sense, they should, anytime you see politicians or governor moving around, you pick pure water now. Rotimi Amoechi said it. Say, if now this politician need not to put that, because if you see how these guys are embezzling public funds, they are doing it with impunity. It's just like what is happening in EEDC. Just one man, maybe a few people connived and took over power distribution in the entire Southeast. And everybody is keeping quiet. And nobody is writing petition. The other time, we wanted to protest against Emeka for EEDC. Emeka went to court, drew all the policemen ready to stop us, and people were afraid. But at the end of the day, DSS advised us that we should not do the protest. You could imagine. And people were so happy moving about. Businesses are not working. Even the ABS, Anambra Broadcasting Service, they cannot do their business because of power situation. Companies go to even EEDC office that are using gensets, and the people are keeping quiet. While our neighbor here, Cameroon, they have power 24 hours on 24 hours basis. If you go to universities, departments don't have light. They fall back on standby. I mean, power gensets. Go to every other production. What can you produce without power? You know, so my dear Chinedu, people, the agitation, we have a lot of things, a lot of battle, but we take it one after the other. We choose our battlefront. We don't engage from different battlefronts. You know.
I just hope that the people that we are telling will understand this, because we've been hammering on this for God knows how long, and some people don't like hearing this truth, but we'll continue to dish it out until it sinks right deep into the medulla oblongata of our people. Our people need to hear this truth consistently, okay? Because it is not about settlement of settling for just anything. No, we are here for the real business of information dispersal without any kind of sentiment or any kind of cosmetic, cosmetic speaking of the truth, But here we tell you that truth the way it is, and we hope that the people will get it. And we are going to continue on this review consistently until our people start getting this message. And for those who have been watching, we thank you for watching. We have to make this program brief enough and allow you to continue the conversation on the comment section. Please keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing. And to ODUDUWA, your last word, their take home for tonight before we wrap it up. To our people who are watching, to Nigerians who are entrapped in this British colonial contraption, the indigenous people, the owners of Nigeria, what are your take or your advice to them moving forward?
Thank you, Chinedu. Yeah, I've done that. Thank you. My message to all people in Nigeria is to be consistent with their demand for a just, free, and fair society. And free and fair society will start by having the right constitution. The military imposed or unitary constitution we have now cannot take us to any place. No country of the world has ever made progress by having power concentrated in one place. You know, often when I say this thing, people will say there is nothing wrong with the Nigerian constitution. A senior lawyer has told me this, and I was disappointed. He said there is nothing wrong with Nigerian constitution. Me, I started looking at myself. Am I well, or is there anything wrong with me? Anything wrong with Nigerian constitution? When the police force is controlled from Abuja, where is it done? In Switzerland, in UK. What is the population size of United Kingdom? Less than 70 million people. And you have Wales, you have England, you have Ireland, you have this. You have over 200 million people with everything going to Abuja. Could you imagine that? That you want to jump everybody. One central body is in Abuja deciding who goes into one university or the other, instead of a universal system. If you want to go to university, go to if it's university, go there and write the exam and enter your university. Not one joint body determining the fate of every young person in Nigeria. You know, can you say one thing or the other? It is almost with everything in Nigeria. People are angry. People are hungry. People are getting mad every day. People are dying by the day. Who will speak for them? We've been speaking, telling the people the truth. So the message to everybody watching us or listening to this message is that the message of truth, no matter how bitter it is, must continue and be sustained. That is my message.
Thank you so much, Ndubisi, for that, your contribution and participating on this program. We hope to have more of you on the program. And to you who have been watching, thank you for watching this far. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing. What's your thought? Let conversation continue on the comment section as we hope to come back again live on Biafra Discourse. Follow us on other live interactive sections and other videos that exposes the system with an undiluted and uncompromising truth. I still remain your one and only, the voice of the people, the Archbishop General, Good Governance Ministry. I'm signing out on this note. Stay blessed, stay safe, and above all, share this video to everyone. Bye-bye for now.